Hello, everybody, and welcome back to St. Clair Saints Valorant. My name is Jackson Pride Brown, once again joined alongside Amanda Dupuis. Here we are, joined alongside the St. Clair Valorant roster, as we are going to be pulling up on Bind here for map number 2 over uOttawa. And it is actually St. Clair with a 1-0 series lead here over this uOttawa squad, with St. Clair starting on the attacking side of Bind here in game number 2. And a very shocking, well, maybe not shocking, but more or less just a very impressive win there from St. Clair coming through in that last game. It got a little sketchy near the end, but they were able to pull through. So now heading into game number 2, do you have any predictions for us, Amanda?
I honestly don't know, because the last prediction I made, they totally blew me out of the water. I thought St. Clair wasn't going to be able to win that first game, but they managed to pull through. The first half of the game, they were absolutely just crushing it, and then second half, when they were on attack, it was kind of difficult. Here, I honestly don't know. I mean, defense seems to be their strong suit on any map for the most part. So we'll have to see how their attack looks here and what agents that they choose to like choose here.
So, yeah, and one sec, apologies to Hoozy for last game. We were calling him Housey the whole time, but his name is actually Hoozy. Just got a word from production there, so apologies, Hoozy. We'll fix it for next time, man. And so here we go. Now moving into moving into Bind here, and it is going to be, like I was saying, St. Clair starting on the attacking side, the side that most scares me for St. Clair. And
Absolutely.
so I'm hoping the best here for them. I'm looking for St. Clair to get a minimum of 4 to 5 rounds here on this attacking side for them to be able to maybe come through with a W here in this map. I do think that's what we're kind of looking for as a milestone for them to hit here. So let's find out here momentarily what happens, but I'm just looking for a good game nonetheless. We're about 25 seconds away from getting this one started here. And yeah, let's see where the first push is headed. Once again, I think we're going to see a lot of the focus be towards A. But you never know. We might see a little bit more B focus than I had last time when we were on Bind. But Bind, I also believe now this is going to be St. Clair's map pick, I personally believe, because now they're starting on the attacking side. So let's see how this one goes. 5 seconds till tick down, and here we go.
I know St. Clair has done good on attack on this map. I don't believe it was against this team, but another team. So we'll have to see how they handle it here. Wombat going to throw in the Sova drone. It's interesting not seeing Casper on the Sova.
Yeah, so Wombat going to be sending through some of his darts, trying to get some intel, but Election's going to shoot that one out right away. He is suppressed, but now it is going to be all ran out and over. So now here we go. It is going to be St. Clair getting very aggressive. That Ray's going to boost back all the way through. Hoozy coming through on a big flank could cause to be a problem for St. Clair. So 1-for-1 trades come through between Jeremy and Blade here early. Hoozy, though, going to catch Wombat on a rotation, and that is the big pick that we were talking about that really makes it a threat for him being in the back lines. APL going to be so close on site, and St. Clair not really clearing out site too much before they decide to go and try to get that plant down. Now it leaves all up to Blossom and then the Sage. I'm not 100% who the Sage is, but yeah, it's going to be Vcan, sorry. So yeah, Blossom and Vcan going to drop or there as two Elections and Blade. And honestly, only getting 1 kill for St. Clair and no plant. They should be full saving here in this round.
Absolutely. I think it was definitely a great idea to go through that teleporter there, leaving everybody on uOttawa behind at A, but we also have to remember they could use that teleporter too. So they did come up behind them, managed to take them out, but it was a good idea in theory.
Yes, for sure. So let's see how things move forward here. JRC, the only one with the kill on the board right now for St. Clair, but going to be trying to turn that one around here a little bit more in this one. Would not be surprised, though, if uOttawa Garnet does take another round here, as St. Clair is pretty much on the worst of the worst buy they can have. They're full saving here in this round, so they're just going to try to maybe find a couple picks, maybe get a plant down, something along those lines, just something to build their economy a little bit more. That's the main goal here for them, I believe. So it's going to be Killjoy again, tagged down a little bit here, but no worries, he is going to be getting healed. I believe that's by the Sage, and now Jeremy just going to be sending through a bunch of toxins. It actually does take Casper down to 40 HP just for now, and now that actually will really help Jeremy win that gunfight. Beacon, though, will be there for a trade.
Wombat looking for a pick here early. Looks like rest of his team are going to be rotating over towards B, or maybe they're just faking it out a little bit, but they definitely did back up there. Going to wait and see what happens. A Spectre would be really nice right now for St. Clair, but they can't really get over there to grab it, even though both teams are even.
Yeah, so we'll see here, but yeah, as of now, 4-on-4. Yeah, Spectre definitely going to be appetizing for St. Clair, but definitely too much of a risk personally. So there is only that one player really to deal with in U-Haul, but it's a big player to have to deal with at that right now. It's going to be that Raze from uOttawa Garnet, and that's a player that if they maybe swarm, they can find, and JRC will get a nice sheriff shot to the head. APL will answer back and takes down VCan. However, it's now a 3-on-3, and a Spectre has been retrieved, but not for long. Wombat going to go down, Blossom down as well, all on a 1-on-3, all to the Raze. Raze getting a flank from behind and cleaned up. JRC going down. St. Clair now trailing 2-0 to uOttawa Garnet here, but St. Clair will have the upper hand, the buys in this round. They should have full rifles, where you should see uOttawa Garnet maybe on a bit of rifles and a bit of Spectres. Yeah, uOttawa Garnet in a position right now where they're frenzying and spectering, right? This is the exact same position we were in last game, just the sides were flipped. St. Clair was on defense, and then uOttawa Garnet was on offense, but other than that, same thing. So, in the last game, the attacking side did take this round. So St. Clair most likely taking this round here in this one, as it's going to be uOttawa Garnet with the 2 frenzies and 3 Spectres.
Definitely a little bit scary seeing St. Clair with their attack here. A little bit scary against uOttawa, but looks like they're going to try to play for picks maybe here. All over the place.
Elections had so much intel right there that he pushed through so much in showers, and he's already way back there. So he had a really good play there, and he does actually get a little bit of damage, I think it was done, onto himself. But Elections now going to be sending through his boombot here, immediately shot down. But, I mean, overall, he did his job here a little bit, just kind of like distracting the St. Clair side, slowing down their push, bringing down the time on the clock, and he also does find a kill in the process. So very good stuff there from him. Takes down JRC. Casper will take down APL, though, in a 4-on-4 now. And it's now going to be Casper finds another one on Elections, but Elections did a really good job, and Jeremy finds one with the Frenzy as well. I mean, these pistols are finding a lot more than I anticipated from the side of uOttawa. The rotations are here from Blade, and it looks like we're going to see a little bit of a pinch on this Saints roster, potentially.
Looks like they're going to try to go through A long real quick. See if they can get through there. Blade preparing to grab somebody.
Husi's in a great spot right now from the back. Husi can really cause some problems for St. Clair. Blade also in a good positioning. Gonna wait for Husi, I believe, for Blade before he makes his push. Husi's location is now revealed, but he does find one with it, so it doesn't really matter if he does reveal his location. He also does get an upgrade to a Vandal in this 2-on-2. Now when Husi finds VCam, Blossom finds one, and it's a 1-on-1 at this point in time, but the health advantage is in the favor of uOttawa Garnet. Blossom going to be here on the crouch peek angle, waiting to see if this player does crouch peek and make his way through here. We'll find out momentarily. The swing is looking to come through from Blossom. I don't think he's going to be able to find a whole lot, though. Now the rotations are coming through. Blade going to get it on the exit, and he has just enough time. He will have time for this defuse. Very tough bounce there from the side of uOttawa, or from the side of St. Clair, sorry.
Little bit scary there at the end. I mean, if I was VCan, I do believe that was at the end, I would have probably just waited it out, because you have to wait for them to come to you. I mean, yes, you can get a little bit aggressive and try to get him, but it's a bit of a gamble, because he would have to peek you, so you have the angles, you have the intel a little bit before he does.
Yeah, and to be completely honest, St. Clair's really just having a tough time right now taking down Blade and Husi. Husi's been constantly hitting that flank and just completely causing mayhem on the pinch. And Blade, I believe, is playing B and rotating over and playing that A rotate. And they're just combined at 9-1 right now, literally an unstoppable force. So, so far so good right now for the side of uOttawa Garnet. St. Clair trying to find an answer back, but like I was saying, like I just don't understand how like their attacking side just can be so like not great, like not good, but like it's just like it seems as if it's like it looks so good. The push is amazing, the push is immaculate, and then one mistake goes wrong and everything falls apart for it. And
unlucky,
so,
I guess, would be the word.
Yeah, like honestly, but I feel like I just want to see the attacking pushes to see a little bit more strength in them, a little bit more utility, or just something to break through the site. Like the thing is I'm not a professional player, I'm not a coach. I can't tell you what you can do to fix it exactly 100%. All I know is it's not working. Yeah, so they're going to try to make something work here with pistols, but it's going to be hard because it's pistols. Like, yes, they won that last game on pistols, but that's a lucky little moment there for them. So let's see if they can do with the sheriffs here this time.
Again, it kind of looks like they might be playing for picks. Everybody's kind of scattered throughout the map. Looks like they are going to converge on A long for the most part. APL ready for it. Going to take out JRC with that through the smoke.
Yeah, so here we go. Jeremy finds one as well onto Casper, and that's going to be Jeremy lining up a couple. Blossom moving a refrag with a Sheriff kill. Elictions will take down Blossom, though. Elictions finds VCant as well. 4-0 for uOttawa Garnet. And uOttawa Garnet racking up the defensive sides. Like, this is what I just, like, this whole series is just going to be, like, 10 total offensive round wins max.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I mean, I just feel like, okay, so we saw, last game, I think we saw, like, 5 offensive round wins throughout that whole one. And then this game, we haven't seen any quite yet. So it's just looking right now tough for St. Clair to try to find one here. They do have another buy here. They do get that full armor, the full rifles, everything that they need. So let's hoping for the best here if you are from the side of St. Clair. But the full buy from uOttawa Garnet is there as well. If you're St. Clair, though, you really want to shut down that uOttawa Garnet economy before it continues to get built, because they have a lot of money stacked away here now for future rounds.
Absolutely. Wombat gonna try to go through Hookah. They know he's there, though.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He does get mollied off with him knowing that he's there. They just do not want to allow that push to come through right away. He does decide to pull out his drone to maybe get himself a little bit of intel, and Casper and Co are going to be there trying to make a push ready to go. Like, this is a full B stack, and I think I'm just waiting for the entries to really come through. The defense is getting constantly smoked off, and they have a good bit of site control. Weekend will get an opening kill onto Huzi. Huzi was on his ult during that, I believe, and that's going to be Elections taking down JRC. Weekend going to take down Elections, though, on the trades. Now a 4v4.
Even right now, St. Clair can plant this bomb and then hold some angles. They should be good to go. As I say that, Casper going to take out Huzi and Jeremy. Going to take out APL too.
Oh my goodness.
Blossom still hasn't been able to plan.
That Blade will take down Wombat, now putting it to a 1-on-3, but I think that, you know, Casper just finding those few frags is really just shut this whole one down for uOttawa Garnet, unless something dramatic can happen. But that KO is now getting healed from the Sage. That's not what you want to see if you're from uOttawa Garnet. Like, it just makes it so much harder. You have Casper now getting at full HP, but
oh my goodness.
Blade making a good effort. He will find a 3K, but Blossom shuts him down in a 1-on-1. And it actually was 2 3Ks that round, one from Blossom and then one from Casper, I believe it was. And so, no, not from Blossom, one from one of those uOttawa Garnet players. But yeah, 2 3Ks coming through in that round. So here we go. Now moving into round number 6. St. Clair currently trailing by 3, but they're looking to turn things around here a little bit in this round. They do get that round win to shut down some of that uOttawa Garnet economy, which is really good news there. And they do shut down Blade, but they just got to keep that consistency. That's the big thing we want to see here now, is them to be able to string a couple of these offensive round wins together, rather than, you know, find one and then you're like, okay, back into the same pattern of running into their defense. So let's see how this one plays out. Good utility here to shut off APL's corner and shut off the whole one-way smoke in general. JRC has a good amount of, you know, this is a plane already going down. Like, they have so much A control right now. This is very good stuff from St. Clair on an aggressive push by Huzi. Once again, going to be a problem from behind.
This is definitely great to see from St. Clair. Jeremy gonna get stunned a little bit here and gonna get flashed too, back to back. They can't even go through this. They can't even go through U-Haul right now because of the swarm. We're gonna see. Oh my goodness!
Ooh, one-on-ones. 2v2 trades, so now it's a 3-on-3, and it's a retake for uOttawa Garnet, still looking to come through. Health is in favor of uOttawa, but not for long, as Casper and Wombat find 2. APL now last alive, and Casper going to clean him up. Casper back-to-back 3Ks. The guys are fired up. JRC giving fist bumps all around, and uOttawa Garnet now only leading by 2. St. Clair were able to string a couple rounds together. That's what we were looking for. So they found 2 in a row, and now they're going to be hunting for their 3rd as we head into round number 7 here. And St. Clair going to have a buy, full buy, where now uOttawa Garnet going to be on pistols. This is exactly what I said St. Clair needed to do, because now uOttawa Garnet in a position where, hey, this is the buy that they're going to have, and they just have to deal with it for now, where St. Clair has the rifles. And St. Clair, personally, this is their round to win. They're going to be very upset if they do not pull this one off against the Sheriffs.
Definitely. St. Clair going to try to go through Hookah. JRC knows that somebody is there. Looks like there's actually 2. Blade and I do believe, was it Raze that was in there? No, it was Phoenix. No. So that would be, actually, yeah, Huzi.
Yeah, so all the frags coming through from uOttawa Garnet here. VK going to be the first one to find one for St. Clair. Blossom finds one as well. So it was a 2v5, but now it's a 2-on-3. Now a 1-on-3, though. All up to the Astra, as VK does go down in mid to Jeremy. They know where Blossom is located, I believe. But he's just going to make his way down through long haul here and try to find something. He's going to run into a player immediately. Actually, I didn't know the Phoenix wall was there, so we could find something here. There's a player
to his right.
To his left. And now Huzi going to clean him up from the right ledge, as you were saying. Blossom goes down. St. Clair now going to be trailing 5-2 here. And uOttawa Garnet back in their groove.
That's a little scary there. I mean, St. Clair had a full buy. uOttawa was on a save round.
Yep.
It's really difficult when you lose to a whole bunch of pistols like that, because now you have to kind of look back and be like, okay, we had a little bit of an advantage. What went wrong?
Yeah, exactly, right? So, overall, it's going to be the side, like, honestly, what went wrong was really just, you know, sometimes when you're playing pistols, the same thing happens in CSGO, right? I mean, you get a headshot with that sheriff, and, it's pretty much one shot to you. You can't beat it, right? So, a couple headshots to open up a map, and next thing you know, the pistols are not so much of a disfavor anymore. So, let's see how things go and play through here, though. It's going to be St. Clair, just still trying to find a couple more. Like I was saying, I think they needed a minimum of 4, 5, or 6 here on this half to try to come through and take a W. We'll see how that one plays through. APL, though, going to start off this round, taking down VCAN. That's not the start you're looking for if you're St. Clair.
APL going to back up a little bit from showers. St. Clair looks like they're going to try A long again. However, we do see Casper kind of peeking at B, trying to see if he can get a pick or two. It doesn't seem to work out as Blady is going to take him down.
Yeah, Jeremy finds one as well. JRC will take down Jeremy, so he does get a little bit of an answer back. It's now 2 on 4, but the health for JRC does not look great. I mean, and he gets tapped by anything, and his body's going to be hitting the floor there. So let's see what happens, but everybody from uOttawa Garnet going to be at full HP. It's a 2B, 2A split, and this B push is actually quite aggressively covered. There's actually a player behind them. That is going to be the Sova from uOttawa Garnet, who actually doesn't know about this intel yet, but the Phoenix here from uOttawa Garnet could do so much. I mean, right off to the left, they're not even looking for him right now. There's one. The other one's going to be there as well. And, hey, Blossom does get the refrag. He does get that headshot with the Sheriff, and now does give him a Vandal. But he is in a 1-on-3, and the Rays will be there to cut him off from the TP. So, uOttawa Garnet now leading by 4, heading into round number 11 here. Only a couple rounds remain here in this half, only 4 more. So we'll see how these ones go. And St. Clair, personally, going to need 2 to 3 of those 4.
They only had pistols that last round, so, I mean, it looks like now we're seeing some even ground again. You know, full buys from everybody except JRC. Going to have to go with the light armor here. I don't really know what's going to happen. I mean, we saw St. Clair on a roll for a little bit, and it looks like they've kind of lost that. I mean, we're getting a little bit flashbacks from the last round where St. Clair was 10-2, and now it's kind of in the reverse in the favor of uOttawa.
Yes, indeed. So, uOttawa trying to, I mean, honestly, that's just the defending side, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, like, the side favored advantage here right now and between these two teams. And honestly, like, it just doesn't make for as much of an entertaining game because you see just the defensive side continuously come through and have the upper hand here. It's more of a shock when you see an offensive round win, right? So it's interesting, but overall, in the end of the day, it's just how things are right now with this game. So let's see how things go. It's going to be Casper losing his life here early to elections. APL going to be taking down JRC. And now it's going to be a 5 versus 3. St. Clair going to be on the back foot here once again on the attacking side. And this is what I mean, like, right? Like, it's just like, okay, like, here we're going to watch the attacking side run into a brick wall here once again. And it's not even like it was just St. Clair, right? I mean, like you said, uOttawa Garnet down 10-2 at half last time around when they were on the attacking side.
Kuzi is going to take out Wombat here. St. Clair only has 2 members up, both around full health. With the spike. Oh my goodness, that is so close. Blossom kind of waiting for a second there to take out Blady.
30 seconds left.
Blossom and VCAN gonna have to be really careful when they push on to this site. I mean, Blossom does have his Sage with him. So, I mean, if Sage doesn't get taken out first, then he does have some heals. Looks like they're going to try to go on and plant, though.
Yeah, it's a good slow to make them so they can't really peek out of there. Blossom does find a kill to make it a 2-on-3, making this more winnable. So let's see how this one goes. The wall going to come through. Jeremy's the problem here. Jeremy is going to be the issue here as he does take down VCAN, and Blossom will be there for a reflag, but Blossom, he's going to get util thrown onto him to make it hard for him to really try to make that one work. Huzi going to benefit from it, and now putting the scoreline to 7-2. And St. Clair just still struggling to get something going on the attacking side. Luckily, they do have those 2 rounds, but I don't think 2 is going to be enough. I really just don't see them being able to, you know, come through and win 11 on the offense, or sorry, 11 on the defense, 11 out of the 12 rounds. So we'll see how this one goes. As of now, though, uOttawa Garnet just going to continue to try to do their thing. St. Clair going to continue to do their thing, but St. Clair now going to be back on a 4 sheriffs and a frenzy. Not something that is really ideal, but we've seen them win rounds with it before. For example, at the end of last game, that's how they won that one out. So let's see if we see that again here tonight.
seems like they're going to bide their time a little bit, try to get any opportunity they can to get a point during their attack phase. But I think defense is where we're going to see them shine. So they're going to try to get one more map off of uOttawa at least. You can see they're kind of running onto B site aggressively right now. I mean, Blady's going to take out VCan and Wombat. Blossom trying to figure out if he should keep going through there or not. Does manage to take out Uzi, and Elicitations is going to take out Casper. So we're a little bit back and forth, but St. Clair only has VCan up, or Blossom up. So we're going to have to figure out what happens.
He is a Vandal, but he's just in a very awkward gunfight, as Jeremy will have the benefit of that one and takes him down. Now 10 rounds through, and uOttawa Garnet going to be leading by 6. So St. Clair backs up against the wall, and honestly, you need to win one of these next two. At a minimum, one of these next two, or else, like, you're
Deja vu from
like,
the
you have
last
to be
game.
flawless. You literally have to play flawlessly unless they can find a round or two here, right? Like, and the big thing is, you know, let's say this round is done and dusted. Next thing you know, you do see uOttawa Garnet go onto the offensive side. The easiest offensive round to win is the pistol, and that's the first round. So you do not want to have to deal with that post this after anyways. So we'll see what happens. Both teams will have full buys. Jeremy, though, immediately puts down that Viper ult, which does personally scare me a little bit because that makes the A site immediately very hard to push out on. And Casper down to that 1 health DK, as we were talking about, does get his health back. And he does get actually pushed into A here. So maybe that Viper not working out as good as they planned, and because now St. Clair might be able to get a plant through.
They just might. Looks like they're not quite close enough.
I don't know how this. I have no clue how that break just got completely shut down. Blossom will take down APL, and Blossom actually finds 2 there on Huzi. So it's going to change things here a little bit, now leaving Casper in a 1-on-3 rather than a 1-on-5. But Jeremy will take him down. uOttawa Garnet going to find that 9th round there. And we might see literally deja vu, like you were saying. We might literally see the exact same halftime scoreline as we did, just flipped onto a new map and different teams. So let's see what plays through here. But last time we saw 10-2 scoreline at half, we all know the outcome of that one. So we'll see how things go. Right now, it does look like pretty much just Wombat just needs to try to just figure something out to try to get a little bit more of a kill there. I've seen him constantly stuck down there on a rough little pistol buy. And it's once again what we're seeing here is he has a frenzy or just the regular pistol come through. They are going to be... Wait, this is the last round and a half, is it not? I feel like why is the full buy not coming through there from them? But it actually does. Okay, good. So we'll see. But yeah, uOttawa Garnet going to be looking to find their 10th. St. Clair looking to find their 3rd here to end off the half.
St. Clair needs to be careful. They need to win this round to go into the next round. And they can afford to lose the pistol round in that case, like you were saying. Since it is very easy to lose. Huzi does get taken out by Wombat, so St. Clair is up 5-4.
Yeah, and that is going to be him getting a little bit blinded there, JRC specifically, but he does...
Oh, that was nasty!
Yeah, that was a nasty ult. Raise's ult can always be used in such a good situation, and so VK going to take him down, though, which is beneficial for St. Clair. Now 4-on-3, and the retake is going to be very hard here from now from uOttawa Garnet. Blady, he does have some sort of intel that there is a player in that deep corner. He does find it onto Wombat, and he does find the Sage as well, being VK, now putting our numbers at a 2-on-2, but JRC and Casper end things off on a high note, and hey, we're not seeing deja vu. It's a different scoreline. St. Clair at least giving themselves a little bit better of a chance here as we do switch sides and head over to that defending side. But man, do they have work to do, and it all starts with winning a pistol. Like, this pistol round win, in my eyes, is absolutely crucial for them to finding a win in this game.
It must have been the pairs in the chat, you know, spam this pair to help St. Clair. Must have, you know what, I don't know if there was any in the chat, but if there was, it was probably you guys that pushed them through that last round, putting it to a 9-3, no more deja vu. Looks like we are going to do some frenzies and classics here for both teams, although Casper is going to opt for a ghost, which could be good if you get somebody who hasn't bought light armor.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting. Yeah, Casper with that ghost could be absolutely lethal in tapping heads. And especially him being the one that's holding it is also really lethal, as he is one of those, you know, stronger players. I feel like in this lobby, as like we were saying last game, he out-fragged everybody by 5 kills. So, very good stuff there from Casper. And that's what makes the ghost in his hands so lethal. But it all starts with this round for St. Clair. This is a must-win, as I was saying. And it's scaring me a little bit because uOttawa Garnet going for a little bit of an... unusual your push on a pistol round. They're very spread out. Election's finding Blossom. Scary start there for St. Clair. Casper is here to answer back for it with a ghost. But yeah, as I was saying, everybody from the side of uOttawa Garnet is actually very split up among the map. Something you don't see often in pistol rounds. It looks like more or less they're playing for picks rather than going for an actual dedicated push. Which is interesting. And
Either side of the box there.
yeah, and neither of them are moving. But hey, luckily for St. Clair, it's going to be uOttawa Garnet forced to make the first move.
They're just kind of hanging out, you know. It's like they don't know each other on either side of the box. Gonna see who will wait out each other first. It'll be St. Clair or uOttawa. This is where the real competition is, Jackson, in my opinion.
Oh, they both peek at the same time! And JRC will get rewarded. Who's he going to be in mid here healing up from his molly? And Blady going to find some tags over towards that B site. And the B site is the push we're going to see. Who's he shutting down one in mid? Casper finds one on a Blady, but Electrician's going to take down Wombat. Casper needs to go huge, and he does, but he can only find one, and he needed a little bit more of a hand from his teammates. Not winning that pistol round really going to hurt St. Clair. Now down 10-3, and the money is not really there for them. I think they're going to be... Oh, they're going for a buy. Like, I don't know. What's your opinion on this buy here? Because I feel like they could do one of two. Like, they could buy, they could save. Like, I mean, it's really up to them. Personally, I think just looking at the scoreline, I think we need to see a buy.
I think so too. I think here they force, as we can see, like JRC contemplating getting that judge. We're seeing some stingers. We're seeing, well, it looks like they're going to go back to the classics in the end.
Wow.
I mean, that's very interesting. Maybe their idea is to save this round and then full buy next. But I wasn't expecting that.
I think they were just seeing what they really could, like, kind of buy and what their options were, and then they looked at their options and they're like, not a huge fan. But Blossom, he does a good job opening us up with the pistol frag, now putting it to a 5-on-4 in favor of St. Clair. That is going to be a good shocker, though, onto Casper. I saw that one come through on the front of your screen as Blady does take him down, but Wombat will find one as well. So St. Clair still going to have that man advantage to their name. And uOttawa Garnet going to shove 3 players remain, but they do have Spectres and Wombat, though. That's another. The right clicks right now from St. Clair are phenomenal, and they might pull off a pistol round one here, surprisingly. It's a 4-on-1. Electricians does find one there on a JRC, but other than that, I mean, he's still got 3 more players to go through. He spots one out. This could be a concern, but Blossom does back up here a little bit and play off of his teammates' help. The nade does come through, but not really going to connect onto any of these players, and that's going to be VCan, the first line of defense here on to Electricians. And I mean, St. Clair's playing this right? He has to push through here, more or less, where St. Clair really does not have to really make any moves. And VCan finds that frag. St. Clair now going to put a 4th one onto the board.
Look at all those head nods. They're like, yeah, we did it. Looks like they are getting a little bit more confident. St. Clair really showing their defense spirit. I mean, it's nice to see, oh, we are going to get a timeout from the attackers.
And that's interesting. uOttawa Garnet. This definitely isn't a timeout to talk about, you know, like plays and scoreline and whatnot there. That's a timeout where maybe a player has to use the washroom or something, right? Because there's no reason for them to tactically call a timeout right now in this game with the lead they have. Like, they've only lost 1 round this half, right? I mean, like, there's no reason for them to call that timeout. So definitely going to be maybe a technical or a tactical problem there. But we'll see. And St. Clair, though, they do find that round win there. So it does give us a glimpse of hope for them. But you're still trailing by 6 rounds, I believe it is. Not going to be an easy task to come back, but definitely still possible. They got to win a few off of their buys here. They have to win a few, build up an economy for themselves, and make it so they can constantly be buying, constantly be getting these full buys, and constantly shutting down their opponents to the best of their ability. We'll see here, though. As the timeout is running down. 5 seconds remain here on the clock. And St. Clair down by 6, looking to head in to round number 15.
They could make a comeback here. I mean, we do see JRC with his op, so that could be big. I mean, if he can get 1 or 2 off the bat.
Very happy to see that, but I feel like opping is like, you know, sometimes you're really good on certain maps. And
yes.
That is one thing here, right? JRC, is he as exponential as he was on, you know, Ascent, I think it was, compared to Bind? That's what we're going to have to see here shortly. And I love the position he's holding with it. I love it. He's going to get flashed, so he pops out, not able to find it. Now, I'm surprised that uOttawa Garnet didn't rush him out off of that, and they did. Never mind. I take back everything I say.
Jeremy gonna push through U-Haul here. There is VCan sitting in there. Gonna get him, actually, with the Spectre. I wasn't expecting that. Expectoring that. I had to get the dad joke in, I mean.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Blossom, though, with a good trigger discipline. Will it benefit him, though?
Do it. All right.
So he finds the one. There's a player right to the left of him in showers, but he will get shot darted off. And Housie, though, oh, sorry, Housie, gonna find that Deagle kill, or sorry, Sheriff kill. Election's gonna find one as well on a VCan. Now a 2-on-2. Housie gonna be getting that plant. That shot dart could be big, but no, gonna be into the abyss of showers there. And now it is gonna be both players looking to play off of U-Haul. Wombat taking a little bit of damage to his name. KO, being Casper in here. He had a big play to make in U-Haul, and it just didn't work out for him. Housie gonna shut off the rotation from Wombat as well. That's a 4K that really opens up this one for uOttawa Garnet, and now pushing the scoreline up to 11-4. And uOttawa Garnet only need 2 to close this one out. St. Clair are gonna need at least 8 to force an overtime and 9 to win. So not gonna be an easy task by any means. uOttawa Garnet have all the cards in their favor right now.
You know, when they have that trigger discipline, I know it's a great thing, but every single time I watch it, I'm like, just do it. Just shoot. Just shoot. I'm getting so anxious. What if they just turn around, right? But I mean, it is worth it in the end. This is why I'm in bronze and they're, you know, radiant. But
I mean, like, it's not even literally, like, it's like, once you get to this level, yeah, trigger discipline, you see it a little bit more. But, like, even then, like, trigger discipline is so hard because, like, as soon as you see someone, your first instinct is just going to be to shoot. Like, even if it's their back, you're like, oh, what if they just, like, flick around and they shoot me? Like, you know, your first instinct is going to be like, all right, shoot. So to have that is definitely a skill trait you got to learn. Definitely take some time to come with that. Casper will open us up with 1 APL. Going to answer back, taking their trade through. Now 4-on-3 in favor of uOttawa Garnet. They have a lot of control over this B site, so it's going to be St. Clair now forced to retakes as APL will be putting this bomb down. Election's playing an immaculate corner here. And I think it's really going to be a corner that St. Clair is going to have a tough time checking. Blossom from mid. I do like the push here, but will he check to his right? No, Jeremy taking him down. 4-on-2 now.
VCan kind of in an awkward spot right now. I mean, everybody is around him. Oh, and he does get taken out by Housie. And now we just have JRC sitting in the smoke, just praying that he can get some kills. There he goes. He got
almost
one.
had 2.
Almost 2.
Yeah, really interesting stuff there, but that will put your side of uOttawa Garnet at match point. St. Clair gonna need 8 in a row to force an OT, or yeah, it's pretty much their only option at this point. You have to win out to win this one if you're St. Clair, and winning out considers 8 here. So, and if you want to win this game, you got to win 10 in a row. So, a big task ahead of them here, but we'll see. uOttawa Garnet once again gonna have their full rifles. Where the side of St. Clair, not as much. They will be full buying here. It's going to consist of a Phantom, a Vandal, a Spectre, 2 Spectres, sorry, and a Judge. The full armor and full utility will not be coming through, so it's going to be a tough one. Going to be not so easy by any means, but definitely possible. Let's see how this one plays out.
JRC looking for an early pick here. Not going to find it, but uOttawa going to play a little bit slower than they usually do on A site. Well, we do see Housie, or actually, sorry, we see APL going around to B site trying to find a pick. Jeremy gonna find JRC with the Venom Mine.
Yeah, so here we go. It's going to be St. Clair still out in a 3-on-3 actually as Wombat gets a big 2K towards U-Haul. I was going to say, like, I mean, they were still at a player disadvantage and it wasn't looking too great, but that U-Haul win there was huge for Wombat to open things up. However, uOttawa Garnet, they do still have that health advantage, but St. Clair, I think they do have a little bit more of a positioning advantage because uOttawa Garnet doesn't have a ton of map control, but letting APL way up to B is scaring me. Casper better be able to cut off this rotation. He's got the right idea.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh,
the
nice.
right idea. That is going to be another player down now with 3-on-2. And he does that. They get that intel over that the other 2 are made themselves over towards B. And that's a big suppress. And Casper will take down APL now a 1-on-3 all for the Phoenix on site. Casper is making massive plays here for the side of St. Clair College. And Housie has been a big player for the side of uOttawa Garnet as well. So this is really anybody's one to win. I don't agree with Housie turning around to shoot that dart. I mean, he sees it come from CT. As soon as, like, he does, like, turn around and shoot, they know the peak is going to come there and whatnot. So it is going to be St. Clair taking that round 12-5. Now, same thing as we said before, but 7 rounds to tie it up, 9 to win it. So, hey, every little bit counts here. You're one piece of the puzzle the way there.
I really don't know. Like, I really don't think that they could win it. They'd have to get 7 flawless rounds to win this specific one. If they pull this back, that would be extremely impressive. I mean, it's a little nerve-wracking, but it looks like we are going to see a full buy from St. Clair, or for the most part. I mean, there are a few Spectres because they didn't really have much of an option, but I'm sure one of their teammates could have bought them maybe a pistol or something alongside if they really needed. So Huzi gonna start off here, looking through onto B site. Actually, Casper and VCan, I do believe, or not VCan. Casper is pushing up with JRC. APL right there.
Oh, APL actually going to get tagged down a little bit there and forced out of his position. Huzi, though, going to be from behind. I didn't even see Huzi on the map. And uOttawa Garnet going to punish them for that, putting it now to a 5-on-3. Sova, Sage, and Astra, all that's left for St. Clair, trying to get it to come through. But Huzi will be the one to put this bomb plant down. Wombat will take down the Viper, being a very big plays there for St. Clair, at least opening things up a little bit more in your favor. But that will be Elections immediately answering back and taking down Blossom now. Wombat going to get naded out through the TP. He does find the player that does push the TP, but he does lose a substantial amount of his health, and the intel is now there. And he does look away a little bit. He almost was able to get the good angle on this lady. VCan finds one, doesn't anticipate APL to be there as well. uOttawa Garnet will take game number 2, 13-5, and now tying up the series at 1-1. We are going to be heading now to a game number 3, Amanda. And I'm not really too surprised to see a game number 3, really, to be honest. You know, I was either anticipating this one to be, you know, going to game 3 or to be a uOttawa 2-0, because I really was not anticipating. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there on that one. But no, I was literally just saying, all I was saying was uOttawa was guaranteed going to get a map. But, like, I was not anticipating the St. Clair to come through and win this one, to be completely honest. Like,
definitely not.
Whether it was their map pick or not, like, I mean, I just was knowing that uOttawa has the potential to take that one game at a minimum. If St. Clair was going to win this series, it was going to be in a 2-1 fashion. So we'll see what comes through and actually plays out here. Elections, Blade, and Huzi, though, all going crazy for the top frag here. 2 19 fraggers, and then the 18 from Elections. All of them having a huge combat score there as well, helping out the team so much, and really securing up that win for uOttawa here. So let's see what happens moving forward here now. But as of things, it's a 1-1, and uOttawa, man, have really just showed up and really you just gotta make sure, if you're St. Clair, you have to keep that momentum from game 1. You can't reflect on that game 2 too much right now. You gotta keep the head high and focus up on game 3. This series is anybody's now, essentially a best of 1.
Absolutely. I would like to see more JRC on the jet with the op this next round, but we'll have to see in about 5 minutes. We're going to take a short break, and we'll send it back to you soon.